Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Laz, and today we have another horror anime like last time. Last time we did Perfect Blue, and today we are doing Corpse Party, the anime. Let me see what the full name is. Yeah, the full name is Corpse Party Tortured Souls. Before we get into that, as always, leave a like if you enjoyed, smash that subscribe button, ding that bell, and leave your input down below. Also, you can find me on my socials, and you can donate on Patreon if you're a kind-hearted soul. And without further ado, let's begin. So, Corpse Party, Tortured Souls, even though the name is kind of stupid, not the Corpse Party is okay, but the Tortured Souls part is kind of stupid, is pretty much a direct adaptation of the game. So if you've ever played the game like I have, it was a long time ago, but I still have. I remember more of the game as I watched the anime. If you played the game, you probably know what's going on. It's all probably clear to you. But I'm gonna get into it, do the proper review. So, first, as always, we're getting into the story. So, the story follows these group of high schoolers, or middle schoolers, or I don't remember what they are. They're in school, I think they're high schoolers. It follows a group of these high schoolers who want to stay friends forever and do a ritual in order to, like a symbolic thing, to stay friends forever, basically, right? But it turns out that the symbolic thing of staying best friends forever really turns out to be a real thing, and it turns out to be a big problem because they get transported to another school which was demolished and the current school is built on top of it, right? And in that other school is where a lot of horrible things have happened. A bunch of people got killed and got their tongues cut out. I don't know about you, but I don't want my tongue cut out. If I'm dead, you can cut out whatever you want, but if I'm alive, I don't want you to cut out my tongue or my pee-pee. Those are like the two things that I don't want to cut off. So this school has a lot of weird shit happening there, so they tear it down and build a new one on top of it. And that's the school where all of these high schoolers get transported to, and one middle schooler, the sister of one dude. You can see that I'm dodging the names because I don't remember them, even though I just finished watching it. I'm so bad at names, so... But I won't delve too deep into the story because I don't want to spoil it, as always, but I'll try to explain the best I can, everything I can. So, let's carry on. They get transported there, and there's a bunch of vengeful spirits trying to murder everybody, and a bunch of other high schoolers from other high schools get transported in, and they go fucking loco and start killing everybody. Needless to say, that the name Corpse Party is quite adequate. There's a lot of blood and gore. It's kind of disgusting sometimes, and it has a Game of Thrones vibe where people you don't ever expect that they're gonna die do die, and it's kind of depressing. So, it's like as soon as you get into the groove, you know how when you're watching anime or watching a movie, you get into a groove that somebody's gonna survive, and you're like following those people, and you're like, yeah, you're gonna live, and yeah, boy, you're gonna live, but then they die. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. So, a bunch of people die, a bunch of weird stuff happens, a bunch of ghosts, a bunch of focus, a bunch of stuff like that. So, without going further into the story, because I don't want to spoil anything, I'm a good boy, I don't like to spoil, we're gonna move into the graphics. I'm gonna call them graphics for now, deal with it. Even though I'm supposed to say visuals, they're not, it's not a fucking video game, but they're graphics for me, okay? We're gonna get into the graphics. The character models are kind of generic. There's no way of going around it. But it's animated and you get to a point of saturation where pretty much everything you draw is generic at this point. So that's why people draw like weird attachments to people and weird stuff about people, like Monster Musume, like half snake, half woman. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that? What is wrong with you? Yeah, you. I know you watched it. What is wrong with you? As I said, they're very basic looking. They're very stereotypical anime looking characters, and a lot of their personalities are such that they're also stereotypical. But you don't really get to much character development because it's only a 4-episode series adaptation of the first game. So if you want more in-depth, more story, more stuff like that, go and play the game. As I said earlier, there's a lot of gore, there's a lot of blood, there's a lot of brains, there's a lot of guts, eyes getting pulled out. It can be very, very uncomfortable at times. I don't know if you're into that. There's one character that's really into that. He just loves taking photos of like corpses and shit. He loves it. He probably went to the bathroom a few times, if you know what I mean. Time to get into the audio. So the audio that's mostly basic. There's one weird thing, like I noticed, like this is like episode 3, I think. The end of episode 3 was shocking. I mean, it wasn't shocking, but it was disgusting. And then it went into the outro, which is basically this happy, merry-go-lucky outro music. I really don't feel that it fits it. Oh, and I forgot about the visuals thing. The environment they're in is very moody, very atmospheric, and I love it. I love how the school looks. And at the same time, the audio, most of the time, is very atmospheric, very moody, and I love how it sounds. So they have this nice blend. It's good. I mean, it's based on a really good game, so they're likely not to get too wrong. It's likely not going to be too bad. So it isn't. It's pretty much okay. Now, my overall opinion of the anime. My overall opinion is that it's kind of short. There's not a lot of character development. I would have expected that they would kind of differ from the game, because why would I watch the anime if I can play the game? But I was expecting that they were going to differ from the game a little bit, but no, they didn't really move away from the game as far as I remember. It feels kind of rushed. You would expect that from a four episode series. And at the same time, the first episode was kind of slow. I don't know, there wasn't much happening in the first episode. And there was like only 2 characters covered or something like that. And then only in episode 2 they start bringing in all the other people, all 7 of them. Like, because there were 9 people that went to that high school, and the first episode had like only 2 people, so they added all the rest of them late. And fuck, my camera battery's gonna run out. It's relatively good, kind of rushed, and I think you should watch it if you have the time. It's only like 2 hours, a little bit less. Of course, I'm gonna have to end it here because my camera battery is running out. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe, go and smash that bell. It's blinking and it's giving me anxiety. Go and smash that bell button. Follow me on my socials down below. Also, if you're a generous soul, donate some money on Patreon. It helps me out a lot. Like these fine people. We have Elden Rain and Dexter Puru. Please go watch my stream if you can. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.